Man video.
Gosh, that was the foundation for this.
That's what yeah.
All right, I'm here with Kyle Kremer, swag himself.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna be talking about, just the swag empire that we built up and the history of it.
I remember you sent me a Snapchat one time. I think I took a screenshot of it. It was a quote, and you go, "Everybody loves swag, but nobody truly knows swag." So
that couldn't be more true, Kyle.
I think the first thing we should start out on how we first met each other. So if you want to take that over.
That was way back in the day, maybe 2019?
I think it was my 7th grade year, so probably 2019.
Yeah, so it was a basketball game, and there's this kid, Kyle Kremer, just sitting there. I had no idea who he was. I went up to him. I think by
the concession stand one time, and you just added me on Snapchat or something.
And I was like, Kyle, we're best friends now, and here we are.
And so then he ended up convincing me to join cross country next year. So
and that was a hassle.
Yeah, I was not very fast. I mean, when you think about it, I probably got last a couple times, and not much happened that first year. But one thing did happen was the Coochie Man video.
Oh yeah, that was the foundation for everything. That would be to come.
Coochie Man.
All right. So the next year for cross country, of course, that's when everything, I guess, kind of happened. I remember we started cross country, and you would come up for like a sticker, like a swag sticker, and
yeah, I found this picture of Kyle from the season before, and I actually made this sticker. It was on my phone for however long, and it was just a sticker. That was it.
And then we ended up going from the sticker, we ended up going to music, and I don't know if that was my best decision of my life or the worst decision of my life.
It was quite the jump, and it honestly started out as just this big joke.
Swag is back, a cup of swag, a couple stickers on him, cop the merch,
And then Lil Nas X dropped Industry Baby.
That was the start of everything.
That was like the perfect song. It was made for Kyle. It was so easy to carry.
Before everybody else came in, it's not gonna load right now. All right, I'm gonna have to cut right here. I gotta get this to load. I gotta find a picture of all the original songs we had. All right, I got it now. Our original album's gonna be Swag Baby, which was, our hit single. Then Swag, which was gonna be Humble.
Yep.
Swaggery, which was Robbery by Juice WRLD. Swagger in the Rough, Swag in the Ocean, Love Swag, Swaggo Mode, Mo Swag, and Swag Tequila Version. So that was our original. Swag Baby wasn't even our first song. It was Swag Tequila.
Yep.
Which, that was the corniest video I've ever done in my life.
swag. Swag.
The merch. All right. Yeah, because then the merch came before Swag Baby, right?
Yeah. Yep. So we
Because-
had the sticker. Then we kind of branched out into like t-shirts. A couple people bought them. I mean, it was just there to have them. And then I remember we had so many ideas. I got a picture. We have swag golf balls on here. We got swag balls. And we had pins. We had, I don't remember what else it was. And then of course we had the album. Yep, and then Swag Baby came along.
Yep. And The first take, the first run of it wasn't the greatest.
Swag Baby 1.0, that's why it's 2.0 on like the video.
Yep.
Because 1.0 I sounded like I just was saying the words, like not even singing them.
No,
So.
and I was recovering from a cold, so it was probably the worst recording possible, but it still blew up in views.
Swag is back, ayy. Cup of swag, ayy. Couple stickers on him. Cop the merch, ayy.
He hopping out of the studio with an album ready to drop.
Swag.
Yeah, and then Swag Baby 2.0 came around, and that was out of this world. That one actually had a music video with it too, so that was better.
Swag is back, ayy. Need to get this album done. Need a couple number ones. Need some swag on every song. Name it like one with Conner now. Told your boy don't see ya.
That was in November of 2021 when Swag Baby 2 came out.
Yep, and then that was during our whole cross country season. We uploaded a few more songs, but not many. And then basketball season came around, and I remember like every time you came to a game, you had the flag on, or Ernest was wearing the flag and stuff.
The flag, we had the ranch costume,
The ranch
monkey mask, and we had the flyers. So the flyers were the key role.
Oh, gee.
Getting views.
Getting ready for the appearance of a lifetime. Flyers and posters handy. Stream Swag Baby on YouTube.
The amount of flyers you handed out, and with the
Hundreds. Like probably more than that even.
Then I remember being in the huddle one time, and all of a sudden, because we play music all the time, all of a sudden I hear Swag Baby 2.0 come on, and I was like, is this really happening right now? During one of our basketball games, and that was just...
Yeah. It took some convincing to get Chad to play that. No, we played it once before at a girls' game and it didn't go over well, so I had to buy him I think it was a cherry Coke and some popcorn.
And I guess this was the time that Ernest joined.
Yep.
Joined, kind of.
So originally, there was the Christmas song, All I Want for Christmas is Swag, and it was pitched to Emily Berger and she was going to record it, but then Ernest came along and was begging for a song. So we kind of like reworked it so Ernest could sing it. And this is where DeJib came in, and he kind of started his own career on the side.
Time out.
Yep.
I love Rob. Yeah, Rob's hot.
I got swag baby.
You seen Rob? Rob provided.
Drippy Day was going to be Ernest's #1 hit single, and that didn't really go over the greatest, but
No.
I mean, not a lot of people wanted to hear Ernest sing, which I don't blame him. I'm sorry, Ernest, but...
That song's funny in itself because Conner Goodhart actually wrote that song originally and sang it himself, but it was just so bad that we just canned it completely.
Oh, the Conner Goodhart era was something else.
Yep.
Hey, it's a drippy day. We got Joe, he's slow and he out of control, yeah.
Before DeJib, there was Conner Goodhart, and he would like make his own rap songs and like diss tracks on Kyle Swag and stuff.
I remember one of the songs, Ain't No Swag But Drip. That was one of his songs. I don't have any others on here.
Gosh, one of them actually did release in the album. It's called Joe Got No Swag, and we're not quite sure what he was rapping about at all, but
It was just mumbling, basically, the whole entire song.
he's a mumble rapper.
Pizza just went hard, means I gotta start.
Alright, so after that, we kind of then the basketball season came around, it was kind of a break, and then somehow Conner convinced me to join track, which, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was absolute...
I think the way I pitched it to you, I was like, there's gonna be so much time we can work on the album.
We were gonna do a swag like tour type of thing, but of course our track season got messed up. But we were gonna do like a tour thing. So every meet, we was gonna be like a tour. So like one of our tour dates. So like the Millbank meet was gonna be a tour date, and then like the Ortonville meet was gonna be a tour date, and the Wheaton meet was gonna be a tour date. But that ended up never happening because of our
The
crappy
season started so late just because, what was it? It was just always crappy out.
Yeah, we had, I mean, the water was flooded in the shot put field. Gee, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, we ended up having to host a meet at Ortonville because our track was basically flooded.
I guess this was the time that Drake came around too.
Oh yeah, Drake Burn.
The burn. This was his kind of come up.
So like Drake came up to me and he's like, well, I want to do a song too. So we started feeding Drake the garbage songs that Kyle didn't want to record. Like Swagger in the Rough, Kyle actually recorded that, but it was like,
So I was the sink. Right away, it was like Ernest was kind of like the garbage disposal. That turned into Drake over time, and then Ernest ended up just being the garbage chute. Like, where all the garbage went when nobody wanted it.
yeah, so basically we had Kyle, he'd spit it down to Ernest, and if Ernest didn't want it, it'd go to Drake.
Yeah.
But Drake ended up having some good hits like Mommy Milk. That one blew up pretty good.
Let me see that mommy milk, mommy milk, mama, mama, mommy milk, mommy milk, mommy milk, mama, mama, mama.
That's the second most, viewed song. So
Yeah, Mommy Milk was made for Drake, just like Swag Baby was made for
yeah.
Kyle.
There couldn't have been a better song for like me or for Drake. Ernest could have had a better song. He fell off really hard. So
And Ernest was really passionate about music, but towards the end, it was just like Kyle.
we were burning out.
And when Drake was eating it up though. He was dropping Milk songs left and right.
He loved it. Then we also had the idea, middle of the season, because I guess it was kind of a boring season, for the Swag movie.
Swag is back, ayy, cop the swag, ayy.
Yeah.
And I remember my vision of it was like, I'm dropping these songs, I'm popping off, and then all of a sudden we have Ernest come in, but then he's not popping off, so we were gonna have like Drake take him over and then just drop all these banger songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was we had this whole script made up and everything, and it never got off the ground because the album was we had so much to work on yet.
Yeah. The album, I didn't finish. We were gonna have like 8 songs and it ended up being like, what was it, 40? Just about 40 songs.
Yeah, we're at 30.
30 songs.
We actually had to put it on two different CDs because there was so many songs.
We had so many different people on it. We had me, Ernest, Drake, Wyatt Kruger, Joe.
There was a whole signature sheet on the inside of it.
Oh yeah. Derek was on it, and then we had Mermaid Squad. Yeah, that was.
The Mermaid Squad was a whole other thing. They were claiming to be better, whatever. We heard
They wanted a song since like the beginning of basketball season. I started dropping those songs. We can probably put up a video of when it was played in the hallway when everybody was listening to it. And
no, they just wanted a piece of the swag that we had going for us. So they were going to record a song, but we beat them to it. We made a diss track.
we made a diss track before they had even finished their first song.
And we actually had the diss track done, but then Ernest wanted to be on in the diss track.
We had the whole thing that we're gonna oppose, and then Ernest goes, no, can I be on it?
Yeah, so we made him work overtime to get his lyrics done. But both versions were on the CD too.
JKLM, no swag.
But it was just funny that we got a song done before the Mermaid Squad done. They ended up making Assemble. They tried producing it themselves. I ended up producing it as well. It did pretty good view-wise, but it got a lot of hate, a lot of dislikes.
I'm one of them. I dropped a mean comment in there, but
Yeah, the comments were just ruthless. It was such a funny ordeal. And it was insane to see. I've never had a video get more dislikes than likes ever. It was like a 30 to 5 difference. It was insane.
She likes a Dylan who knows. Does he know about your other hoes?
yeah, it was not good at all.
Might have to pull out the
That also talks about how we branched out to everybody else when we were never going to have anybody else. It was going to be during the cross country season, and then we were going to be done with it. But
Yeah, we got so late into the game, because we were gonna have the album done by the end of the season. We ended up having 3 songs done, I think.
probably it was probably like 3 or 4.
And then it just ended up, postponing this until
Because we took a break basically during basketball season. Maybe we uploaded like 1 song or 2 songs during basketball.
yeah, Kyle was very, very preoccupied with his sport. I nagged him a lot to get stuff done, but he took it at his own pace.
I never got the music really done on time. Conner told me to do it, and 5 days later, it'd finally be done.
Yeah. Then we were gonna do another take with Emily Berger to record a song, which ended up being the "Thank You for the Music" Swag remix.
Swagger.
It did okay.
That one was kind of just a filler song.
Yeah, we have a lot of filler songs, like Minnesota Swag. That was another one.
Minnesota swag.
We had to get that thing done. It sounds terrible.
Like,
I mean,
the idea was there. It was like this old hip hop song, California Love. Everyone loved that song, but it just wasn't there. Ernest, we'll just play the clip.
In the city of Furman, Norcross.
It didn't sound great.
no, it really didn't.
It was just, there was a lot of stuff we just like, we were obligated to get done just because we had the lyrics made for it.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, let's just pump it out quick.
Guess we could talk about the things we did during track season.
Yep. Yeah, start us off.
I mean, I think I had most of my songs done, and then that's when we started to branch off into everybody. And I mean, it got really, I didn't think it would ever get as big as we got it to be 30 songs or whatever.
Yeah, no, because that's when Drake Vernon came in. He recorded, I think, 5 or 6 songs for the album.
Yeah.
Ernest did a good chunk too, I think.
He had a couple songs he couldn't get done just because they weren't really good.
Yeah, that and Ernest. There was one song that was gonna be really good, but he just couldn't sing it.
Yeah.
There's a couple clips in the track highlights of him singing it, but never got anywhere. But yeah, track was just, it was so full of our music, and like Mommy Milk had a big hold on the team.
I mean, the season was just so weird. We were inside for the first whole month or something like that, so we really couldn't do much. I mean, when we first got onto the track, it was April?
Yeah,
like towards the end of April. It was like almost the end.
It was almost May when we
Yeah.
went out.
The Millbank meat, the Millbank cheese meat, that was a fun meat.
Yep. The milk heist.
The milk heist. What was it? 30 milks we stole or something like that?
Yeah, there was milk. Like we had milk full of bags full of milk, all on the bus and everything. Was just, milk was everywhere.
Yep.
And then Swag Baby 3.0. That's the one we worked on a lot during track season. Because that was gonna be like, that was the end of everything. It was the big grand finale, and we actually got, I think,
We got it on there. We got
it on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 10 or 11 people collabed on that song. It was pretty big, and the music video.
the best part was when Andy jumped in the water twice.
Andy got really into it because he wanted a song too. He was like begging for a song, but he would just never record. So finally,
we had a couple songs for him, but he just was like, nope.
Yeah, so finally we let him be the feature on 3.0, and he liked it, I guess.
Yeah.
But that song didn't do too well either. You can't really beat 2.0.
No, that was the cream of the crop. It was.
Yeah, honestly, if we dropped 2.0 and ended there,
It would have
the
been.
world would have been just the same.
Oh yeah, that was probably, I'd say, the peak. But
Yeah, that's when the swag craze was everywhere. Everyone wanted.
we had the swag pull. That was
that
was up there for the whole basketball season. Just about, I mean, halfway through the track season, we literally had a sticker of my face on our flagpole.
Yeah, I don't remember who we were playing against, but I was handing out stickers and flyers and stuff. And one of the stickers I handed out ended up on the Wheaton School's flagpole, and it stayed there for so long.
Dang your 4 months. I'd walk into school every single day and I'd see that thing there.
And no one would take it off. I think maybe a janitor took it off or something.
Probably after.
Finally.
I mean, forever.
Because it was always cold though, so that sticker was
Yeah.
there. It wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, swag pole, that was a big chapter.
Yeah. During track, I made it to sections for track, and then I ended up falling.
Yep, that was the peak Kyle swag, his track career.
I did not want to go to sections one bit. I wanted to be done with track so badly.
No, Kyle was over the album. He was over track. He was done. He was ready.
My career was over.
He was ready to take a nap.
Basically.
But yeah, we were always working on songs during track season. Always singing. Every bus ride, there would not be one bus ride without karaoke. Or something.
Every time. And I mean, our songs would be half finished, so we'd sing up to where our song was finished, and then the rest of the song would be going, and we wouldn't be singing.
Yeah, there'd be like some like freestyling, and then like Kyle would get like a minute and a half of the song. He's like, all right, that's all I got.
1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, drop. Stickers on him. That's a fact, and this one is for the swagger. Yeah, funny how the swagger ended,
And everyone was hyped up for the songs though, but I think we oversaturated the market. There was way too many songs, and there was just too much.
Yeah.
What was really impressive is I didn't actually think we'd be able to get like a physical album made, but we did.
I'm surprised we even got shirts.
Yeah,
and stickers. I never thought we'd even get stickers.
No, like it all started with like the Snapchat sticker I had on my phone, and I went out and made physical stickers, and they sold out within a day. The first batch did, so I had to order like 50 or 100 more. And, you know, they're still around. People still have them stuck places.
I've seen so many people with their phones. They're still on their phones.
I know, like Ernest, he still
Ernest
has
still
one on
has
his
his.
phone. And it is like the original. It's like an old sticker, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, Swag was just an icon in Wheaton School, like a Wheaton legend.
Yeah, if we play that video of when I was walking to the halls, probably one of the first days we had to drop that, just the original song. Everybody's standing in the hallway, and I walked out of the locker room, and just this song was blaring. There was a time where people like didn't call me Kyle at all. It was just Swag.
Yeah, that's what you were known as too. Like, yeah, it's not about the man behind the swag. It's just Swag.
Yeah,
that's all you were. Yeah, we got the album done. The movie got nowhere.
No, we were never gonna finish that.
Swag Baby. You know, people loved it. People hated it. At the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I did it. I mean, if I could go back, I would do it again every single time.
Yeah, and now it's at over 2,000 views, which is unheard of for me to have.
Yeah, there's not another video with even 1,000 views on it. I thought when we got 1,000 views, we were pretty cool.
Yeah, no, when it hit 1,000, I was like, that's insane.
Yeah,
because like I think Track Highlights was the furthest one I got was like 700.
Yeah, 700 or so.
And Mommy Milk and Assemble are the next two, and they're like 500 and like 700.
Yeah. Because I got that song done like the middle of cross country season, and that was literally peak Swag.
And it had the whole year to like get views.
Yeah.
The flyers were just so huge.
The flyers had like, and then we added Ernest and Drake onto the flyers, so we had like everybody on the flyers.
Yeah. I have so many of those flyers in my house still, just like thrown in a box somewhere. Because I'd go to the school and I'd print out like 50 to 100 before every game, and they'd all be gone every time.
Yep. And you go over to the opposing like student section.
Yep. I'd go over there with my costume or whatever and be like, see that kid out there, number 13, right?
Yep.
Number 13, yep. That's Kyle Swag. He's an up-and-coming singer, rap star. You know, listen to his music. We got a lot of views that way, a lot of subscribers, and we got
that basketball season. The views really picked up.
Yeah.
They peaked and then they halted between like the two seasons. And then when basketball, they went way up.
Yeah. So like the whole Swag thing we had going on during that time was just unheard of, and
nobody had ever really done it. I mean, around us at all. They're straight parodies. I mean, yeah, they're nothing's really original, but
yeah, I think. And then Remember the Swag? That was a song we did. That was like one of the last ones.
That was one of the last ones. We just had to get it done with.
That was a pretty good one. I liked it. I liked the lyrics and everything flowed pretty good, and it had you, Drake, and Ernest on it.
Yep.
Which were like the three big singers we had.
We come on this 10% drip, 20%
we were the main three, basically, the three musketeers.
Yep, we had Kyle, the garbage chute and garbage disposal.
Yep.
See anything else from that era? Before we move on to like the Christmas era. Because Swag Baby 3 came out on the album, then we were gonna do a music video, but I ended up having to use like old clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Because Kyle and Ernest didn't want to.
No,
it was so hard to get everyone around to record a music video. It's a lot of effort. I like Swag Baby 2.0. That was like a perfect opportunity.
There's probably wasn't a better song for us to do.
Yeah.
Like
everyone supported. It was all over like Twitter. The teachers would talk about it nonstop.
Oh yeah, we actually ended up playing it in class one time. Our old science teacher, Mr. Meyer, literally one of the first days the original Swag Baby came out, he pulled it up because everybody in our class convinced him to play it, and he pulled it up on YouTube on his board, and he was playing it full blare in his room. We got a good video from cross country of me shaking up a Pepsi bottle, and Horman ended up turning the cap around on me, so I ended up blowing the thing up in the back of the bus.
fizz. Open in the bed. Everyone in.
Yep. No fizz Pepsi. Can.
No fizz Pepsi can. Oh, you also had we had a bunch of signs made up too during basketball season. Like one said "Stream Swag Baby 2.0" on YouTube. There was, I mean, just a bunch of pictures of me and Connor.
Oh yeah, the whole flyer. That was another thing during like the basketball season. Was just the flyers. It was just such a huge deal.
Yeah, you bring the flyers and a bunch of posters and everything to all the games.
Yeah, that we for sure got views. I know we did. Yeah. Some people got kind of mad at me because the flyers were like they were big flyers too. Like no one could see past them.
Yeah, you'd hold them up and then nobody could see behind.
So I'd get like people yelling, like, "Turn the flyer down! I'm trying to get views." But like the back of the bus in cross country was just wild though, because we'd be working
our
on
karaoke
songs.
nights.
The fart spray, that was another big one.
Fart spray.
So, back of the bus, Joe was sitting in front of me, and I had this bottle of fart spray, and I showed Derek, I'm like, Derek, look at this.
It was a long bus ride too, so
yeah, it was like, where did we go?
Was it Granite Falls?
I think
it might have been Granite Falls.
I was like, Derek, look at this, and his face is just like. So there I am, like right behind Joe, and I'd spray him every now and then. He's like, "What is that smell?" And everyone's like, "What is that? Is that cow manure?" It's just cow manure. And Joe, like, he reeked for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's whatever.
But yeah, just the fart spray. And I ended up giving it to Evan Frisch, and he would go over to other student sections during basketball games and like spray them. And he got suspended from like 2 games or something because of it. Just basketball scene. Kyle didn't even know half of it. He was just on the court.
I really didn't know half the stuff that went on.
I would just give him updates like, "Hey, we just hit like 400 views on this." Handing out flyers. I'd show him like the flyers and stuff. Yeah.
I remember when we recorded Swag Baby 2.0. We did it in a bunch. We did it actually at our Halloween party for cross country.
Yep.
We did a majority of that at our Halloween party, and then we just did it all over the place basically.
Yeah, I would like, Kyle, all right, let's lip sync. We're in the middle, like a meet or something.
Yeah.
And we just like record. And
we're at a football game one time. I think we did it there. We lip synced at a football game.
Yeah, because we were just trying to get a video out there somehow.
I guess we could talk about the new stuff coming out.
Yeah, so since Swag Baby 3.0 came out, Kyle just kind of retired.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I'll look back on it for the rest of my life, but
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But like, he left such a big impact with this whole like music career, because now people are trying to like capitalize on it. So we have Nolan Frisch, he did a couple of songs. Joe Arns, he's been making songs. He's been making like random diss tracks and stuff. He's been making music still. Him and Wyatt Kruger, they go back
and forth at each other.
Ever since Wyatt did Joe's Mad, it's just been this back and forth. So it's kind of hard to tell what he says, and he also records on like a Samsung Potato. So it's really hard to like. His music's all original. I guess.
How you gonna talk about ambition? Shit, I witnessed gave me PTSD from the business. I don't even...
If you looked at our songs, like you compared like all the songs I made and everybody else has to the lyrics of like the actual song, you can tell that we literally would just switch a couple words around.
Yep.
I mean, some of our lines were original, but
yeah, Joe does a lot of original stuff too. Even when I gave him his line in Swag 3.0, he still went off and like did his own thing, and I was like, okay, whatever. Because I gave him lyrics to sing, and he sang his own lyrics. I'm like, whatever.
I still can't believe all the kids that like know me as Swag now. Like I remember we went to cross country meets, and people would, it was Swag.
Yep. All these little kids look up to Mr. Swag here.
Because I made a parody.
Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of just random stupid songs.
Swag is back, ayy, never left, ayy. Lots of stickers on him, cop the merch, ayy. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
And then Ernest, he retired, but he came out of retirement. He recorded a couple of Christmas songs too.
With Igus.
Yep. Him and Igus. What was it? Jingle Bell Rock did pretty well. I think 200 views.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Yeah.
And a couple of other songs did pretty too well.
Ernest was like our test subject. Like you can tell when we went from like me to like Ernest, you can tell that like if they're not likable people as much sometimes. That no offense, Ernest, but
No, we definitely experimented with Ernest a lot, just knowing like, so we have Swag, we have Kyle Swag, and we were like, okay, let's give Ernest this song, maybe it'll do well, maybe it won't. And Kyle would typically feature on it just for a couple lines, just to boost the views. It's always a safe bet if Kyle's in a video.
I don't think it was really Ernest's fault. It was more just the songs. We really couldn't find better songs.
No,
for
it was a lot of Lil Nas X right at the start.
Yeah.
Which if you don't like Lil Nas X, you're not gonna like the Swag songs right off the bat.
Yeah. But like, even if we gave Ernest like Mommy Milk, I don't think it would have performed as well. Like with Drake, that was.
See, Drake was just this.
He wanted to do it so bad.
He was passionate about it. He loved milk.
I'm the milk guy.
And it worked out, and everyone, that was a music video fun to work on because you had everyone drinking milk and not knowing why they were drinking milk.
I didn't know really what I was doing either.
So like when the music video came out, a lot of people were like, oh, that's so cool, and a lot of people were like, oh. Because people didn't like the song either. Like a lot of people did, but a lot of people were like, that song's really weird. Like, what is Mommy Milk? And I'm like, I don't really know.
It became iconic though during track season. That was iconic.
No, we go to Casey's, we'd get our milk, and we would blast that song while drinking our milk.
Oh, Casey's. Let's talk about some infamous Upwater.
Oh, the Upwater.
It all started during like a football game, and we would have gone to Casey's just to get something, and I found Upwater, and that became an iconic like signature drink of mine. I think Upwater is probably my signature drink.
No, they need to give you a sponsorship.
They
honestly.
do.
You've been pushing that product.
That every time during track or during cross country, I'd always buy Upwater.
And that was a big meme too when he got that Upwater at the football game. Because we'll just play the clip. But anyway, like Kyle has Swag, has Drip, has Upwater.
Has swag, has drip, is tall, has Upwater, at Kyle AK07.
And then there was Emily Berger, had like no swag.
Is short.
Yep, barely a senior. And that was this whole big meme, and that was actually, I think that video came out the day before Swag Baby 2 dropped, and it was just huge.
Yeah.
Because it was like, she wouldn't she wouldn't get Swag Baby played at the volleyball game. That's
they never had like the Swag Baby 2.0 played at the games. They had them like a couple times it happened, but you really had to convince who was playing the music.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was able to convince Chad Berger better than his own daughter was.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on, man. Lonely Joe, that was a bop. You just had Joe sitting by himself, being a loner.
They call me Lonely Joe just because I like to sit alone.
Ballad of Swaggery, that was kind of a song where we took songs from the original album.
That was like, how many were there in there? There was probably 5 of them.
4 or 5. It was like,
I know there was Humble, the Humble Swag version.
Robbery.
Yep, Robbery.
What I Want. That was
Astronaut in the Ocean.
Astronaut in the Ocean.
What I Want. Swaggo Mode.
Yep.
Sicko Mode.
And Mo Swag.
Yeah.
Obama. And that was a fun one to work on. Because we didn't have to do a full song. It was just like a little, like 20 seconds of this song.
It didn't turn out, very well, but we had to get it done.
Yeah, it was like one of those things like, okay, well, like the original idea was to get it done, so we're like, yeah, let's put a few clips together. It turned out okay. Definitely not, like, we always compare everything to Swag Baby 2.0.
You can't beat that, though.
So like, this whole album compared to that one song is like nothing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Swag Baby, Mommy Milk, and I guess Drippy Day. And then, other than that, it's just like, it's all filler.
I can't believe our song did as well as it did, though. I thought it was going to be a song, put it out there, get a couple views.
Yeah, it was just for like us guys on the cross country bus.
It was,
yeah. And then it just blew up. It just turned into this whole, like, this is the Wheaton School theme song now, it's Swag Baby.
Yeah, if you knew Wheaton, you probably knew Swag, basically.
Yeah. Then we had the Christmas album. It'll probably still carry the Kyle Swag name.
Yeah, I might do a song in that. I still don't know.
I don't know, because Nolan's releasing his. It's coming out. I gotta release it, so one of these days. Yeah. If anything, you were still on All I Want for Christmas is Swag, so you're still on the album.
Yeah.
Because we re-released that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
acoustic
version.
Don't care about the presents.
It was a very nice, calm listen. But it's fun because I'm able to go back and I have all the original recordings and stuff. So we can always,
I have so many in my voice memo. So I'd record this thing. I'd put my headphones on, all the songs. Put my headphones on and I'd hook it up to like a computer or an iPad so I could have the real song going. Then I'd turn on my voice memos and put it up to my like phone, and then I'd read the lyrics and hook it up, like sync it up to the real song, so then I would just sing it from there. And the amount of takes I have on voice memos, I probably have, I don't know, over 100. I have over 100 takes on voice memos for all the different songs we did.
Yeah, it's insane. It takes a lot of work to record a song.
It actually
like
does.
people just think we do it in one take, like done. Like
no. Because as soon as you mess up a word, you have to do over like the whole thing, basically.
Yeah, 'cause it's so hard to like, when you're recording on your phone, it's really hard to like match it just perfectly because you can tell when there's a cut most of the time. So like I recorded some lines in 3.0 when I like changed some words and you couldn't really tell, but like on Wyatt's song Discipline Report, that's all stitched together because he couldn't get more than 3 words out.
Tires said spinning, Cougars just winning. Got my grub, yeah, you got no pub. Dripping ain't just to flex, baby.
And I actually have all the voice recordings of his song, and there's well over like 45 of them. And like it was a lot of work, but it's fun to work on songs like that. Pain in the butt too. That's why these guys are always slacking. It's just such a hassle to record songs.
I mean, you never really want to, and then like you gotta speak it full, so I don't really want to be like yelling in my house, singing the songs like that.
Yeah, cause like the first song I recorded back when I was in like 9th grade, I was in my bathroom just kind of like talking quiet.
Yep.
Cause like you know how your parents are gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm singing a song. Like that just sounds ridiculous. Well, now it's like common knowledge that
like my whole family knows about it now too.
I mean, it's kind of hard not.
I tried keeping it quiet from them for like during cross country season. I tried keeping the whole swag thing kind of quiet, and then my sisters found out about it, and then after that, my parents found out about it, and it just we've been at family gatherings and people have brought it up, so it's.
Oh, Kyle, I heard about your new song.
Yeah.
Gosh. So what do you think when people bring that up? Does it just, you kind of cringe about it?
I do cringe about it because I mean I don't really want to hear my song being played or something like that, but the memories that come from it, I'm so glad we did it.
No, definitely. Like hearing the songs back, it's like, oh, we really did that. But at the end of the day, it's like, that was pretty fun working on all that.
It was cross country season. I mean, we're running. What else? We gotta fill our time with something.
We had to have something to cheer us up because that sport was just no fun. No fun.
Every practice, I mean, you never want to run, but you do it anyways.
Gosh, I actually met this one kid in college. He's like, so you were in cross country? I'm like, yeah. Oh man, I love cross country. Blah blah. I'm like, how about you? I'm like, I hated it. Are you serious? Like, no, I hated cross country. I like the people. That's about it.
That's basically what it was.
But then Drake got his own album released too.
Yeah, like a little mini one.
Had like 5 songs on it. He has the only copy now.
Yeah.
I gave it away to him as like a parting gift. But yeah, just the Purple Milk album. All the songs are on here, so if you don't really need that album anyway. And then there was like a standard edition too that no one ever bought, so we never made it.
We really didn't sell many of them.
No.
At that point, everybody was just done with it. I think because we stayed our welcome for too long.
Yeah, we
overstayed our welcome.
We were really milking the swag for everything.
Yeah.
Trying to cash out as much as we could. Cash out when we really didn't make any money.
We didn't make any money.
It was just fun to do. But yeah, the albums really didn't sell that good. I think I ordered 20 and maybe sold like 13 or 14 of them, which it's not bad.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't even remember who has them anymore.
You gave me like an original album that didn't have a CD in it with all of our original songs on it.
Yeah.
If we would have done that, I think it would have turned out a little bit better than what this one did, but at that point, everybody was just done with it. I think because of how many different people we had on it.
No,
we thought it was going to be a good thing, but I mean,
it's a really mixed bag because not everybody is going to like every song because it's so diverse. Like if it was all Kyle's fans would buy it. If it was all Drake's people would buy it. But since it has like Mermaid Squad and like Emily Berger, Joe Arons, and like just a bunch of randos.
There's like rap songs, and then there's a Christmas song in here, and then there's there's so many.
There's
different
like
types
there's
of songs.
alternative. There's I don't know, hip hop. There's rap.
Yeah.
Parodies of like Young Gravy, Green Day, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Lil Nas X.
We're pulling from everywhere.
No, and there was something for everyone. But the other thing is, like, no one buys CDs.
No.
Like,
nobody really plays CDs, that's the thing.
Like, I don't even have a CD player in my car. It's just...
Yeah. I think it was just the thought of it was...
It was just cool to, like, have these made.
Especially
like,
with all of our faces on it. Yeah. That's really sick.
But no, it was just cool to, like, have something physical to show, like, all our work amounted to this. All the merch amounted to this.
The sticker was probably the best thing. Yeah.
No, the sticker was so easy for everyone to have. It really got the word out just as much. And people ask like, "Oh, what's that?" Well, that's Kyle Kremer. He sang this song. Yeah. The pins we sold.
I have one.
There's like 3 pins out there.
Yeah.
We
were gonna do swag headbands, but we couldn't find one that like was low enough. No. I mean, because you needed so many quantities.
No, they're like the production of making like shirts and stuff. It's really easy to make shirts. But it gets a little costly too. I think maybe like 20 or 30 bucks.
Those shirts were.
They were nice shirts, but they weren't cheap to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried a lot of merch. We were gonna sell like socks and like other things too.
Yeah.
We just couldn't find a good supplier that was cheap enough. And there wasn't a lot of interest in it either. Like the sticker was about as far as people would go.
If we had like finished the song like one of the first weeks of cross country and just done it all through cross countries, I know it would have been different, but I feel like since we ran it for so many months that it just really died down.
No, because if we would have got the song done like maybe in like late August.
If we would have done it before cross country and it could have been like our whole cross country season and then done so many songs, then it dropped one album just with me on it.
Yeah, because if we would have done it sooner and got the songs done sooner, we would have had the whole season to make music videos for all the songs.
Yeah.
And overall, the brand would have been better.
Yeah.
It worked out pretty good, but we milked
How are we supposed to know? I mean,
we milked it for such a long time.
We did milk it for a very long time.
And like even to this day, like
then everybody else hopped on the bandwagon.
Yeah. So now all that's really left in like the swag empire is really just Joe Arns and Ernest and Nolan and I guess. They're the only ones that really still record. Mostly when I tell them to. Except for Joe, he'll just record a song and send it to me. He'll be like, drop it in like a week. And I have 2 songs of his unreleased. And I'm just like waiting for him to like tell me when to drop them. They never do good either. It's a sad thing. Like people are they're over it. Kind of like the Conner Goodhart show in a way.
I mean, your YouTube channel popped off after we did the music. Swayberry 2.0, I feel like you started doing all sorts of different things on YouTube.
No, we got really experimental because like I never really did music before and people liked it. And I think I went from like 120 to like 300 something within the course of those like 4 or 5 months. From the music videos, from the flyers, and from everything.
We had no experience. I had no experience. I thought, might as well, it's cross country, so.
Yeah, and it went way farther than I ever thought it would have, honestly.
I never thought we'd have 30 songs and like at least 10 people.
No, I was thinking, I don't even think we'd have an album made. Like, I'll be honest, like I was thinking it'd be like these 3 songs on YouTube and that's it. But Ernest really just kind of came in and he kind of kept it flowing.
He did.
And then
during basketball season, I think that's when Ernest kind of came in, kept some more songs going.
Yeah.
And then...
See, Ernest just kind of kept the swag afloat until Kyle would be ready to record it. And then Drake kind of did the same thing because we were focusing on a lot of like lyrical songs where Drake's songs were really easy to just like change a few words and he'll have it spit out within a day.
Yeah.
We were gonna have him do a couple more songs, but he just lost interest.
Yeah.
As did everybody. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to talk about the Swag Empire. It was truly one of a kind.
We couldn't have picked a better song, I don't think. I honestly don't think.
No.
With how we changed the lyrics to make them perfectly, cop the merch, cup of swag, couple stickers on them.
No, I remember when we first did that, and people weren't like actually like they didn't think we'd actually do it.
No.
Then there was like when you started freestyling on the bus when you got in the cup.
Yep.
When you started singing.
When we rented the cup at the one gas station.
We made like a little snippet to put on Instagram, and it did like people were hyped up for it. Like people were ready.
We did like a minute video or something like that about coming soon, swag baby.
Yeah, the album like At the end of the day, it all came together and it all worked out, which is really crazy to think about.
And it started basically from you asking me completely, like, didn't even know each other. I didn't really even know you.
No.
And like, at
Went
all.
up to Kyle, gave him a high five. I'm like, we're best friends now. And then Coochie Man
came that first cross country season. We really didn't like. I mean, we knew each other. I mean, and we were friends, but wasn't like when.
It wasn't like we're making songs or anything. It was like,
Yeah.
I know this kid. He's some 7th grader, 8th grader, and from there it was history. After that,
Yeah.
we came back. I think we actually like talked now and then at like the fair or something. And we'd like meet up and hang out for a bit. You like work in the sports boosters. But it was all fun. It was all fun. You said you were gonna get Instagram and you never did.
Yeah, we said 1,000 views and I was gonna get Instagram so we could put it on the flyer.
Mm-hmm.
We hit 1,000 views and I just never got it.
No. Will you ever get Instagram? That's the dying question today.
I'll get it soon.
So we said that 2 years ago.
That was like every song though. I'll get it done soon. I'll be done soon.
Yeah.
A month later, oh, it's done finally.
He does have a Visco though. I don't know if he even posts anything.
Nope.
But he has a Visco page.
I don't have Be Real. I have Snapchat.
No, Be Real.
Nope.
Be Real is overhyped.
It is.
I have it. I look at it now and it's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Man, but if Be Real was a thing back then, it would just be like every night working on the album.
Oh, I'd have so many pictures of just me with my like little recording area.
Got Kyle with his headphones on.
Just a picture of the lyrics. Well, I guess we can end on this. I mean, if I was ever to go back and relive that, I would do it again 1,000 times.
Yeah. It was unreal. It was so fun to do. And looking back on it, swag is definitely a part of our history and it always will be. For better or worse.
For better or for worse.
But yeah, I think that's all we got. That covers just about everything. We definitely missed a lot of stuff.
Oh,
but there is just so much to cover.
We probably could make another video like this and spend, we could really go in depth on like everything.
No, like give it another year and we'll be back. We'll be reminiscing. There'll be like even more stuff that we forgot about.
Yeah, we had this idea several months ago and I got a couple things written down to talk about and I know there's honestly so much more stuff.
We blew through it because we were like, we needed like the start, the middle, the end. We got like the foundation, cross country, track, and then basketball. And that was basically everything on paper. But at the end of the day, it was such a process. There was so much.
It was.
But it was.
The amount of time we put in just to do this stuff was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I put in. It'd take me an hour just to finish one. Just to write the lyrics for a song, honestly, because you got to think about what it's going to be like and how it's gonna flow, yeah.
But it was nothing better than getting a text from Kyle, and it's just this voice memo. I'm like, yes, and finally move on.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, all right, well, we need this one done by this. And he's like, okay, and he'd get it done like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, we were never on time.
No, but better late than never. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all we got.
It was a heck of a ride, honestly.
The swag train.
The swag train. We might keep on chugging, you never know.
Yeah, might drop a song in 2 to 3 years, who knows?
Yeah.
We're gonna have professional recording equipment and stuff or something.
Yeah.
But
alrighty.
It's been an honor, Kyle.
It has been an absolute honor.
Swag out.
Peace. Turn it up for the swagger. All we do is drop them bangers. Swag, baby, blasting all the speakers. With all this darn swag, everybody is a swagster. Yes, bro. It's been a grind. Appreciate y'all. Swag out.